The electricity. It's been a while, actually. I mean, if we're being honest, if we're really holding to our truths, I have not fought with the electricity or the internet for a little bit. So it's just in time, just reminding me that I'm still vulnerable, that I'm still at her beck and call, just in case she doesn't want to work. So, I mean, you probably didn't even notice, but I was definitely fighting with the electricity and the internet before we got here. But we're here now. Good morning. It's Tim Lindsay. We are into Thursday. This is December 11th. We are 90 days out from March 11th. Clutch the pearls. Yeah, we're there. We're 6 days out from St. Patrick's Day. Like you're a week out from your green beer money. If we're making plans appropriately, right? The great James Shaw continues to remind us that when you wake up on the first day of January, New Year's Day, you should wake up with 15% of your goal for 2026 should be pending at that time. And nobody wants to alarm you. It's not said to alarm you. It's just a friendly reminder that everything we're doing on a consistent basis is always just stacking the next right thing and making sure that we're ready to go. Should you be ready to go, which I trust you're ready to go. So full day today around the house here in Portsmouth. We escape from here. You can go into study hall. That is Fight Club. That takes place at 9 o'clock. You can go to KWFightClub.com. Your opportunity at KWFightClub.com, of course, is to, do whatever you're going to do to make sure you're inducing more conversations, whatever that is. And you're going to hear me say this over and over and over again. I think it's really important that we decide that we understand what we're willing to do, right? We talk about that with our clients. You learn this in licensing class. It's all about ready, willing, and able. You're here. You've raised your hand. You said you're ready. You have the ability to do so. The resources are all around us. That's what we call simple. So the simplicity. When you hear people say that real estate is simple, not easy, the simplicity lies in the fact that we have the tools and the resources and the God-given talents. When we say it's not easy, it's usually because we're jamming ourselves up. So that space is there every day, Monday through Friday. Fight Club, KWFightClub.com. Of course, when we get on the other side of the holiday and we come back in here that first full week of January, you're going to have the opportunity to jump back into Ignite. Ignite will continue for its 20 sessions straight through January, probably all the way up. I haven't looked at the new calendar. I trust we're teasing all the way up until we head out to Atlanta for family reunion. So January and February, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And if you're a graduate of Ignite, if you just finished Ignite, the class that we just did in the fall, then you can be free to just go to Fight Club, which I know that excites you immensely. So that will be back starting in January, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and that will be on the Zooms at KellerIgnite.com. So be prepared for Ignite to swing back in Q1 for Jan and Feb, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to 11. Today and every day, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11, is the stalwart. That is Fight Club, your chance to go in and whatever you're doing for lead gen, whatever that looks like, whatever you're doing to make sure that you're having enough conversations with enough people to create enough excitement and interest and uncover people's motivations. We don't motivate people. We uncover their motivation. We can inspire people. Can't motivate people. People own their own motivation. It's our job to stay curious and ask questions and help uncover what motivates them. Our words and actions can inspire them. Maybe inspire them so much that they go from inspiration to aspiration and they want to do something amazing. We'd love to be a part of that. That's why we stay in touch. That's the whole thing. 9 o'clock today. It is Orientation Thursday. It is the Keller Williams Coastal Lakes and Mountains Orientation, KWCLM Orientation. We used to, way back in the day, I think for a solid minute, we were calling it New Agent Orientation. And yet it's not that. It's for anyone joining the ecosystem. We could have somebody who's been playing real estate somewhere else and they come to join us. They still have to go through the same thing. So it's not just for new agents. It's for anyone that feels like, hey, I sort of need a reset. I need to understand all the things available to me. You join us in Portsmouth today, 9 until about 3-ish, because we're going to go through explaining all the departments, everybody who's here to help you. And then in the afternoon, you're lock and load. You have the wildly talented Jason Westcott. It's going to take you through all of the paperwork, all of the contracts. Not many people know this. Jason Westcott's first words were RSA 351. Or I'm just making one up at this point. He knows all the RSAs. He knows all of the things, all of the everythings. So you get the afternoon with him. Now, when that breaks out, if there's still time, it is a Tech Thursday, so you'd have the chance to jump in with KT Temple, our fearless leader when it comes to the electricity. He is our market center tech trainer. And we have talked on and on and on and on about the fact that he and his beautiful wife, Jess, they live down in North Kakalaka. Well, they did. They have moved. Jess took a creative job. I'm making things up as I go along. I'm pretty sure. I mean, she's a creative, so I have to imagine. She's probably not working at a shoe store. Maybe she is. I don't know. Jess took a job with a firm, and they are now in beautiful downtown New Jersey, so they are closer. So we will probably have the pleasure of the Temples joining us in person at some point. Certainly over the summer, they got to come up for the lake, and I don't know what else. The blueberries in Maine, I suppose. The lobster, the craft beer, the excitement of New Hampshire, of Route 16 and 95 and 93 traffic over the summer holiday. So they're closer now, which is cool. So KT is I won't even say probably. We are working because he's very busy. Very important. When KT has some time, I believe he and Jess are going to meander up here at some point so he can do something for us in person in Portsmouth, which will be super cool. And it will happen more frequently now that he's no longer in North Carolina, but actually here in New Jersey. He has also taken the role of regional tech trainer. So we have our very own Maggie McDowell, who is fantastic. You all know Maggie. She's our New England regional tech trainer. KT has taken the role of regional tech trainer for upstate New York. So he will be around the New England area, and he's right down in our hip pocket in New Jersey. So we'll see more of him. You get him today. You get him every Thursday. Of course, he taught on Tuesday about campaign ads with smart plans. And then every Thursday at 3 o'clock, he does the tech mastermind. At 4 o'clock, he does tech onboarding. That's every Thursday, 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock. The links for that are in the morning news. And don't forget, when you look at the morning news, as you're scrolling down on the right-hand side, there's a little section that reminds you, hey, I need some coaching. I'd love to talk to Tim. You can book my face. The link is right there. If you don't have the link, just remember meetwithcoach.com. And also right there, if you need some counsel with your tech, you have the opportunity to have a conversation with the KT Temple, and you can book his face right there. So booking time one-on-one with either myself or KT is always in the morning news. Super simple. So just go there right now if you need to book some time with KT. If you haven't yet met KT and you have time this afternoon, 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock every Thursday, you've got the tech mastermind, and then at 4 o'clock he does onboarding. And it's all the KW stuff. So just to be clear, KT knows a lot of things about a lot of things. His mission here as our market center tech trainer is to help you with your KW things, right? It's not like he's wearing a blue shirt at a big blue store and you can walk in and be like, my notebook doesn't work anymore. My tablet's broken. I hate my mother-in-law. God, that came out so easily. Like, you can't just walk in with any one of your problems. You're going to talk to him about proprietary stuff that's connected to KW. Perfect. Then tonight, and this happens historically, it's on the same day that we do orientation. The same day we do orientation, we also do a career night. And the link for that is in the morning news. It's on Zoom, making it wildly accessible for everyone. And this is for anyone on the journey. If you just had a conversation with somebody 3 days ago and they're like, yeah, I think I'm thinking about it, I'd love to find out more, that's tonight. So do us a favor. If you could have them register, that would be great. And the registration for that is also in the morning news. There's another career night coming up on January 15th. The registration for that is already open and alive and well. But if you're sending somebody to tonight's career night to find out more about the industry, to find out more about real estate, to find out more about KWCLM, I would encourage you to email myself or Erica, our growth operations director, or you could email Ashley, any one of us, honestly, and just say, hey, I've got somebody going to career night tonight. And that way we can help you guide the conversation. And that way we have procuring cause. Our job as leaders at this company is to make sure that we are protecting the conversations when somebody comes into conversation with us. So when it gets to the point where they decide to choose their sponsor, we know exactly who we're all talking about. So if you've got somebody and you're going to set them on the path tonight, just let us know you got them coming. And that way we can do that and defend the conversation for you and make sure that we help you build your growth tree as you help us build the company. It's that simple. There's your schedule for today. I don't really want to pepper you with much more than that. What I do know as your coach and your friend, I know absolutely every one of you knows exactly what you need to be doing. If you don't have an appointment on your calendar, excuse me, the electricity and the internet took my throat and my voice. If you don't have an appointment on your calendar, right? Because what are the things that drive it for us? The things that drive it for us. When you get to midday protocol today at 1 o'clock, we're going to ask 3 questions: conversations, appointments, and contracts. Are we having enough conversations? Are we doing it enough that when somebody's ready to move forward, when people decide and they raise their hand and say, hey, Timmy, hey, Julie, hey, KT, I'm ready to take the next step to buy, sell, invest, or maybe even join the company. I'd love to go to career night. I'd love to have you come to my house so we can talk about getting it listed. I'd love to come in and find out more about working with you as a buyer's agent. Then we get to set that appointment. Conversion of those appointments to signed documents and relationships, we take them shopping. So our conversion rate from conversations to appointments, from appointments to contracts, and contracts to closed, are we tracking all of that? There are only a few things that we need to do every day that serve as the first domino that knock over everything else. If you're familiar with the book, The One Thing, Gary talks about the fact that a domino can knock over another domino 1.5 times its size. It's called geometric progression. Do you have the wherewithal? Do you have the trust in yourself and the community around you here to help you build whatever it is you want to build? Do you have the faith? Do you have the trust to know that if you push that first domino, we'll be here to help as all the other dominoes fall? Because for some of us, it's the fear of success. And I know that sounds maniacal, yet that is what people fear. What if it gets too big? What if it moves too fast? We've got a blueprint for all of that. You chose this place because of the opportunity, because of the know-how, because of the systems and the models, and historically, the ability to grow in any market. Well, is tonight, is today, is this week the right time? We're always shifting, we're always growing, and we're always thriving. You need to decide what's right for you and take the next logical step toward the future that you've been thinking about. If we can help, I'd love to be part of your journey. 603-834-2856. You can also book my face at meetwithcoach.com. We'll see you in and around the Market Center and the internet. Have a great day.